This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
A vehicle versus train collision Thursday in North Wenatchee caused no injuries, but did divert traffic around the city's industrial core for several hours.
Mark your calendars. The Washington State Parks and Recreation Commission has announced the dates for 2019 State Parks Free Days. Hundreds of first graders made their way to the Grant County Fairgrounds on Wednesday for First Grade Farm Day.
Big Bend Vikings volleyball had the chance to sweep the Yakima Valley Yaks last night, but the Yaks had different plans.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
A vehicle versus train collision Thursday in North Wenatchee caused no injuries, but did divert traffic around the city's industrial core for several hours. Wenatchee police said the gray Jeep Commander was crossing northbound about 12:30 p.m. when it was hit by the BNSF locomotive traveling southeast. Sergeant Eric Vasquez said the driver was the sole occupant and was completely unharmed. The collision is still being investigated, and it's not clear if the driver circumvented the crossing barricades. But Carrie Erickson, who owns the Wenatchee School of Karate right next door to the two-track crossing, says reckless traffic there is commonplace.
We've been here 24 years, and I've been watching people run this over and over again, and thought that someday somebody was going to end up crashing with a train.
Sergeant Vasquez said police won't make a decision on whether to cite the driver of the Jeep until they've fully reviewed what happened. The intersections of Miller Street at Maple and Hawley Street near the tracks were set to remain closed for much of Thursday afternoon. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Mark your calendars. The Washington State Parks and Recreation Commission has announced the dates for 2019 State Parks Free Days. The Commission is again offering 12 free days next year in which day-use visitors won't need a Discover Pass to visit state parks by vehicle. The first free day of the year is New Year's Day, with the remaining days spread throughout the year. 2 more state park free days are available in 2018, including Sunday, November 11th for Veterans Day and Friday, November 23rd for Autumn Free Day. The free days are in keeping with legislation that created the Discover Pass. The pass costs $30 for an annual pass or $10 for a one-day permit and is required for vehicle access to state recreation lands managed by Washington State Parks, the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, and the Department of Natural Resources. For more information and a list of all the free days, visit discoverpass.wa.gov. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
Hundreds of first graders made their way to the Grant County Fairgrounds on Wednesday for First Grade Farm Day. Farm Day, an annual event put on by the Moses Lake High School FFA, brings first grade classes from across the Moses Lake School District for a morning of hands-on learning. From farm animals to equipment and food, first graders rotated through a variety of stations set up inside the Ken Ardell Pavilion during 2 Wednesday morning sessions. Each station is run by FFA members, and while the day is about teaching young students about the world of agriculture, it also gives FFA students a chance to hone their public speaking and communication skills for future competitions. Farm Day has been an annual tradition in Grant County for years and is designed to educate younger students about where their food comes from. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
Big Bend Vikings volleyball had the chance to sweep the Yakima Valley Yaks last night, but the Yaks had different plans. The Vikings fell to the Yaks in 4 sets, tying the two teams with 4 and 7 conference records apiece. The first set went down to the wire with the Yaks edging out the Vikings 25-23. The second set saw the Vikings come back and beat down the Yaks, winning 25-18. After the halftime break, the Yaks returned the favor, beating the Vikings 25-19. The Vikings still had a chance to turn things around and win in 5 sets, but the Yaks stood strong. The Vikings dropped the 4th set 25-17, giving Yakima Valley the win. The Vikings will look to bounce back this Friday when they travel to take on Treasure Valley. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.